Okay, I just started my live stream. Hello, everyone. Hello, everything's monetizable. Hello, Casey. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Just getting things set up. Definitely having a bad hair day. Wearing the hat. Carpe profit, guys. Market just hit 4,000 on the SPY. Maybe some partial profit taking, right? I would imagine that that's going to be a tough resistance. And we will definitely talk about the crypto markets, seeing some that are really moving to the upside. We saw Bitcoin back up at 59 today. If you guys want to join a crypto room for trading, we have one over at, it's actually at the stock, or at the darkpools.com. Just go to here. Well, I'll show you guys right here. So I'm sharing just remembered you guys can't see my other screen. So I will get it set and then we'll pop on over to it. All right. So if you all like the live stream, please like, share with your friends, right? Here to help. Hit like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. If you go down to the description area and you like what I'm sharing and you want to buy me a coffee as a mom of two, I definitely appreciate coffee for sure. So you guys can always buy me a cup of coffee. Love coffee. All right, so here is the dark pools. If you go to services, come and check out the new crypto opportunities room. It is $10 for the first month. You would likely make that back very, very quickly. Sharing my other screen over there. So I've got my cryptos up here and I've got stocks up here and I've got the live stream right here. I have one screen that's empty. I don't know. We'll have to see. I could put the other, you know what, actually, now it's not empty anymore. I just put the other trading room over here. So lots of trading rooms, opportunities, stuff like that. Dark pools is where it is at. All right, so SPY. ACY destroyed short sellers today, but ACY has been a runner in the past for sure. Definitely traded ACY in the bottom. At the bottom. Casey, nice. You did Tesla and Visa. Very cool. And lost day on SNOA. YouTube is full of scamming in the trading niche. How would you convince people that you're authentic and not a fake guru? Check it out, Phil. Check out my answers to the questions. I'm not asking you for money, am I? Number one, I'm not guaranteeing anything. Hey, look at that. You can make your own opinion, Phil. Do your research. Check out the following stock moves and stuff like that. But you know what? People that hate typically have something within inside of them that's an issue. So that's what I will say about that. I don't have time for haters. Life is way too short. So today on my list, I actually had this down further, all the way down at 398. That was the level for my trade alerts, my newsletter, my watch list, all that good stuff. For things breaking out. Sure enough, we've broken out. Watching this trend line right here, this is an wedge triangle, ascending triangle, ascending wedge. We've tested it about 4 times. This is from the bottom back in March of 2020. So this has been going on for quite a while. This is about a 59-degree ascent of the, I think I have it on there right there. No, 33. This angle, it's when I put it, let's do an auto right here. This is 38 degrees? No way. Before I did it, it was like 59 degrees. Style, show angle. Interesting. So it's a slow rate of growth apparently now. And, thanks guys. Yeah, no worries. He can choose. He's entitled to his opinion as well. Everybody is. So you can see last time that we tested up here, we reversed down. We didn't have super high volume that day, but we did have a reversal that set up here. We had a little bit higher volume than the day before. So I'm curious to see where our volume ends up the rest of the day. And yeah, that's fine, Phil. No worries. I'm not trying to really ask you for anything. So I'm offering free help. Hey. So we have bigger volume right here. We had a hammer not a hammer, excuse me. We had a selling wick on the 24-hour chart. Now we're up above it. These could be wicks that we had traded before. And it's up at that 400 level. The high of this one is 399.94. Did we hit it today? No. We are just a little shy. So checking that out to see, are we going to stall at 399.94 from the top of this day right here? Or are we going to continue up here to 404? We will see. Definitely keeping on watch to see if we continue potentially all the way up here, or are we going to stall right here? It's all good, guys. I know who I am. You guys know who I am. It's somebody new. They're allowed to ask. He can watch and learn. So QQQ, we broke out. We had higher than normal volume on the breakout over here. We're testing a resistance level right here. We have a bit of a W. If we break out more, we could see that this, if we're able to break above that 325 level, we had this W right here. Also a bit of a cup, right? Cup and handle, but it looks like I think we pulled back more than 50% of the depth. Give me a second. There we go. Down here, 2390. Yeah, we've pulled down more than 50%. So it would really be more like a W, an ascending triangle setup with 325 right here, the total depth down to 300. So if we break out looking for 350 to the upside right there. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check out Baba and Joe Biden announcing the stimulus of 2.25 trillion. Yeah, that could be part of it, Casey, but has it really been signed so far? Or it's just chatter right now? Right? Maybe if somebody comes out and says, hey, that's really not happening, then it could quickly fall, right? Yeah, a lot of the Chinese stocks, we did see a lot of dark pool prints in the Chinese stock sector. So definitely aware that there was going to be some movement in the Chinese stocks. Also seeing that JP Morgan did sell off a lot on Friday last week, bigger dark pool prints. Likely some other hedge funds started to follow as well. All right, CCIV. Let's add these on. Square, FCX, edit, OTRK, right? All right. And then let's check out IWM. So IWM, let's pull it back a little bit so we can see the bigger picture. We have the volume weighted anchor price right here. And from the top over here, we are now above all the volume weighted anchor prices here. I'm going to put on a daily really quickly, pull this over to the low that we just set up off of the dividend day and then back to the 24-hour. So here is my support that I would be watching, 217.47. We are officially breaking out up above. Curious to see where we end of day. What was the biggest April Fool's joke that was played on you today? In the trading room, we had a great one. We were asking people to check out, well, I'm not going to say it on here because I don't want to offend anybody, but we were asking people to check out a ticker that just did not exist. It was really funny. Trading humor, right? But it is an acronym, and we were like, go type this in and check it out. Yeah, but Phil, there's probably something within you to be so skeptical, and I'm sorry that you were hurt by somebody else potentially, but not going to try to hurt you in any way or take anything from you. It's a very positive group here. You'll see. So Dow Jones bouncing up. Here was our resistance and pulled back and bouncing up. And we have a bit of an ascending triangle. You can see 332 right here. Even it's a bit steeper from this red one. This red one is the tops that we were set up back here. So a bit steeper right now. And are we going to break out up above? There's that good potential that we could up above 332. I would look for a breakout, $8. I would look for 340 to the upside, which would pretty much coincide if we broke out maybe over here that we would see 340 to the upside. Phil, I'm not insulting you. No, I'm saying there's probably a reason why you've been skeptical because something happened to you in the past. I'm saying you were probably hurt to have those feelings and emotions. That's all. Nope. All right, Julia. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. So XLF, we had this downward trend. We tested, broke out, pulled back down below. We're testing again, looking to see if, yep, I'll add it on Rocket. Over here, that if we're able to break out up above 34.50, good chance that we will break up above to $36 to the upside if we break out there based on the cup and handle setup. Now we're starting to see a lot more cup and handles. We were seeing those H patterns. Now it seems like some stocks are finding a bit of consolidation or distribution right here. And if we break out, maybe we're going to go this full $1.50 move to the upside. If we break down, we could be seeing back down to $32 fairly quickly. Depends on what happens. This is the first day of the fiscal year for the banks and first day of a new quarter. With rising competition between China and USA, I would say that the Chinese stocks would struggle. Maybe they get delisted. Well, there was a lot of talk about that when Trump was the president. Remember, he was trying to delist a lot of Chinese companies, or any companies in particular. There was one executive order. I don't remember the number of it, but he was talking about delisting them. It came out in November, so I'm not sure if you'd be able to find that fairly easily. But he was talking about that, any stocks related to security with U.S. companies. So that could definitely happen. Let's look at the big majors as well. So we have VXX. Is this bottoming out? No, we have higher than normal volume yesterday, and we are definitely below that. So it's still continuing the downward trend on the put buying, which means that people are having a bit of confidence to the upside. And let's go and look at some cryptos, right? You guys like cryptos as well? Baba is facing allegations of laundering money. Yeah, well, you know, Jack Ma really used Baba Holdings as an investment tool. So Baba has invested in XPEV. He's invested in so many other different companies with the Alibaba shell. So those might be, we might see that a bunch of them are put together. And then when one domino or one support falls out, that the rest of it crumbles too. It's like a house of cards, right? I'm thinking of a house of cards in my head. That when we see that house of cards sort of come down, that maybe the other ones will as well. Let's look at FXI, because you guys are chatting a lot about Chinese stocks. So what's interesting is FXI is the large cap. Yeah, we will, Salvatore. We'll talk about Ripple. And also XDC is really on the move today. That is one that's breaking out from highs. Looks like it could have another 20 to 30%. So we'll look at that as well. But let's look at the ETF database for FXI. So FXI, let's go to China large cap holdings right here. Alibaba is the number one holding. Let's see. You wanted to see what's going on with Baba? Let's check and see. Is Baba up or down? Well, that's kind of interesting, right? You know what? Let's do this really quickly. Let's create a new one. I'm going to XLF, create a new list. We're going to call it FXI. And we're going to take this out for a second. Bear with me, guys, while I do this, a bit of split screen stuff. So we can add them on really quickly, and then I'll put it all back because I'd like to be able to see that. So Baba, Tencent, oh, that's Alibaba. So Alibaba, there we go. Tencent, they don't even have it listed here to add on. All right, interesting. But Tencent is one. Oh, if I just do, there we go. These are all the Chinese listings. So we can actually create a little list over here, 9618. It's interesting that theirs are all in numbers, right? just clicked. When we're thinking about numerology and stuff, maybe they have theirs set up in a certain way for numbers. But this is going to be interesting to see. 1398, oops, 1398. Let's put 9988 up there. Okay. So what's really interesting, do you guys see this? So who's asking me about BABA? Right? MTETs. Check this out. BABA in the US is down, but BABA is up in Hong Kong. Interesting. Why, right? That's kind of interesting. All right, let's go back over here. Let's make this big again. So that's interesting to see. Yeah, that's weird. That's definitely strange. Why? Let's look at BABA again over here. Is BABA chart the same? Down big time in comparison, but this is maybe just the Chinese. The Chinese are maybe investing in BABA, but they are not. Yeah, how could that be? Because maybe the US holders are not wanting to hold the stock on the US exchange, right? Maybe hedge funds are saying, I'm getting out of it because of the technical analysis right here. Hey, we have a descending triangle and this doesn't look pretty. We're hitting a support area. What happened to Sherwin-Williams? We will check it out. Right there. All right. So let's look at the big majors as well. Microsoft. Let's check out Apple. So Apple is surging to the upside today. And we are still hitting this volume weighted average price. I don't know why I picked this day. It's kind of a weird day. But we were hitting that top right there. Be more inclined to test here. And we're up above that one. Right there. There's another one right here. Let's delete that. I have too many volume weighted anchor prices. So we are still, the way I'm seeing this, if we get rid of this, we adjust this, we seem to have a big block of consolidation or distribution. It's really just setting up right here. And it would need to break up above really 124. 124 or break down below over here, 120. And then we'll have a $4 move one way or the other. Microsoft looks good. Yeah, they just got a military contract. Yeah. Microsoft, though, is so big, and they've had such big hacks as well. I don't know that we've seen the repercussions of all of the hacks just yet. So I'm skeptical with all of the money going in, but with same scenario. We had a big block right here, right? Let's do this. 238. When we break above 238, I've been saying this for a long time, that's really an area to watch. Sure enough, we opened up above it today. They came back, they touched it as a support level and then bounced. So we are up above it 230 to 238. Maybe we're going to see it go head up to 246 now, which would be a test of the high over here, 246.13. So maybe we will see, we had a rounded top over here. It pulled back, hit support, bounced up, consolidation. Maybe that was buying power right here, or maybe we're going to have a wick day like this. Maybe there's going to be more news that comes out and it's going to pull back in at the end of day. Remember, we are in the middle of the day, so anything is possible right here. Let's check out Amazon. Everything is really surging. We're still inside this box on Amazon. Pull this out a little bit further. Again, feels still really weird. We have the volume weighted anchor price from the high back over here. Would need that to break out to the upside personally. All right, let's go jump over to the crypto world. Check out the majors on crypto as well, and then we'll look more at individual stocks. All right, so we've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been breaking out. We have this strong resistance over here at 58,900. Is this going to be a head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder. We're really having a hard time breaking up above here. So need for this to be a failed shoulder for this to continue to the upside. Also have Ethereum over here. This has a nice ascending triangle, right? If we break out up above really 1964 right here with a nice close up above there, I would see that we would probably go 14, let's measure, right here to here, 537 points, ready for this to break out to 2550 probably up here. 537, a little off. 2500 would be my target if we could break up above 1965. All right, algo. So algo, like this because this was mentioned in the ISO. Let's go really quickly, guys. Wikipedia, ISO 20022, right? Go down here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. ISO 2022 is widely used in financial services. Organizations participating in IS 2022. Algorand, right there. Ripple, right there. Fix Protocol Limited, XDC, right? Those are the three. Algorand, Ripple, XDC. Let's click on this. Does it show us here? XDC. This is XDC though. Fix Protocol, Swift, Fix Users, Back Office, IO. Oh, let's go this way. Let's just do it this way. XDC. XFIN, right there. Links it together. XFIN's XDC becomes the leading token value on the Corda networks thanks to the DASL crypto bridge. We already know about Ripple, and let's go to Algorand, right? Algorand itself, white paper. Hey, this is going to be set up as the, as the ISO 2022 for around the world as well. So those are three. Look at already the systems of application already. When you start to get curious about what is already, which cryptos potentially have value to them, check out who they're already partnering with, right? This is Algorand. XFIN, I don't know if XFIN, let's do XDC again. See if I can get to XFIN's network. XFIN right here. Let's look at their partners. If they have their partner tool, apply for funding. This is how they're already part of the blockchain. So first generation, second generation, third generation is XFIN with XDC. This is going to be used for the model right here. Let's do it right here for the new elimination of Swift that is due to be going into effect and fully effective over the next 4 years. Just check out the standards. Start doing your research to see. These are ones that have the potential to really grow based on adoption and based on use. Personally, in my opinion, I've done the research here. So XFIN for around the world, Algo for around the world, XLM as well, XDC. So let's go over to the chart again. So you guys saw Algorand already being used. Look, in Australia, Hummingbot, I don't know all these companies, but it's already being used, right? Learn more of the systems, the technical, the financial, integrated partners. Hey, Walter, welcome. So when we see this, oh, look, this is already using Java, all sorts of stuff. So these already have use that's had adoption to them. And now it's a matter of, hey, these are likely going to be used around the world in this new Swift system that is coming out. And do the research on ISO. Yep, I believe it, Asif. It has, we'll jump on over. You guys are screaming it out. We'll jump on over. Yep. So let's check it out. Let's see. All right, had resistance right here at 1413. Let's put it on a dual chart right here. So 1413 had resistance. It's really far extended away. Let's put it even on a 3-minute chart, see where the big volume is. Big volume right here. If it goes below 1340, I would personally get out because then there's likely big selling that happened right on that candle. This candlestick had a breakout right here, so more people got in. Then it pulled back. Hey, big volume as it dropped down. Support likely came in, bounced up. This one has lower volume. So as the volume is dropping, moving to the upside, the interest is likely dropping as well. But we can see back here, it might test 1514 and then break out again to 1686. How to find big volume? Well, you can also do it like this, Asif. You can do volume profile as well. Over here, did it not turn on? There we go. So the highest volume for today was actually all the way down here at 932. See, people bought it on the dip as it curled up right here. A lot of people came in. If you start to see this flip as well, put it maybe on a 1 minute chart. Where's the biggest volume? If you were to see this flip all the way to the upside, then that would likely be time to get out, because that means more of the volume is also all at the top, right? That means that the biggest volume has now been traded all the way at the top, and this could drop very quickly. ACY, I think, has 5 million in the float. 1.1 million. Yeah, so here we go. It's about to break out. If it can take out that 15, let's pull up the book really quickly. So it's testing. You guys can watch it and see. So it's struggling up here the last 20 cents. People are buying down here. Also watch the price action to see what's going on. Who's bigger, the buyers or the sellers? Oh, it's starting to come back down. Big volume coming in to sell it off right off of the 15 mark. With 1 million in the float, it can definitely move in the blink of an eye as well. You know, we'll watch it for a couple more seconds, see if it can break out over that 15. Feels like it wants to go. Here we go. I think it's going to break out on this, potentially on this 1 minute candle. I'm not trading this. Do this on your own due diligence, right? Feels like it's riding that moving average up. If it were to break below 1447, I would personally be out. We'll watch it for a second. Remember, this is 15 seconds delayed, so do not trade off of this live stream. That what I am seeing is 15 seconds delayed for you. Let's see. I'll give it another 12 seconds for this minute to complete, and then we'll move back to the cryptos. I'll set an alert. Set an alert at 15:13. Crossing up. All right, here we go. Oh, tested it again. It's tested it 1, 2, 3 times. It's getting so close. So close. Come on. No. I think they're done. All right, so let's go back to cryptos. We have the alert. It'll go off if it's really going to move to the upside. Oh, there we go. All right, it went off. All right, so XRP. XRP is another one right there to be used as the ledger potentially for around the world as well. And so I really like this as potential long-term swing of, yeah, it cracked. Long-term swing to the upside. I don't want to put that on because I don't want people to be trading off of my live stream and then end up being hurt because it's 15 seconds delayed. So know that anytime you are watching someone's live stream on YouTube, that it is 15 seconds delayed. And if they're getting out, that you could be caught with a 15-second delay and really be burned, especially on those low floats. All right, so XRP. XRP has had crazy volume. I've got this up here. Let's look at clankapp.com. So let's check out the big whales for today for Ripple. It's been non-stop on big volume lately. So we've seen, look, 6 days ago, 98 million, 100 million, 100 million, 80 million. Then look at this. Hey, look, RQ, BitThumb. You guys notice something? Oh, every time I click on it, it's going to it. But these are all the same address. Those are all the same, right? These big whale prints are coming from the same account, and they're all being moved internally, right? And then I started looking here. You can see the flow of the money. Well, this is RL. There was one earlier. If we go back over here, you can start to see where the big money is flowing. Is it flowing in? You know how people bought it and then they're selling it to an individual, not selling it, excuse me, transferring it to an individual account? Or are they transferring it to somebody else, what's going on with the Ripple transactions. So we go next over here, and we're able to see, hey, these are the ripples in the last 4 hours, right? RERE, right? Here's from RJ, Binance. It went from Binance to Binance. This one went from Binance to this same account right here. This one is the same account as this one. And it's the same account as this one, which is the same account here, right? So these three are all tied together. I like playing a little detective. Is there equivalent whale for stocks? Salvatore, yeah, over at the darkpools.com, we track the dark pool prints. That's what's really cool about the dark pools, is that you can see the levels. That's why when I found this for cryptos, I was like, oh my goodness, enlightening, because you can see where the whales of the crypto market are. So you're able to see, for this site, they have 18 different ones. I particularly like Ripple. I also like Stellar. And when you start to see that there's massive, massive amounts, and it's also that these are going to be part of the new banking system, maybe this are banks or companies participating. I mean, how many people truly, honestly have 22 million USD, 22 million, right? This is the same transaction though. So you can see that these are, follow the little trail, right? It's like connecting the dots, the crypto links together. This one is 37 million. Hey, somebody just transferred to Gemini $7 million worth, right? So start doing research and start being curious, especially if you want to get into the crypto space. Look to see where the big money is moving and flowing and moving around. You'll be able to tell it from the charts, but this is even more telling to see, hey, are they, like, this is unknown wallet to unknown wallet. Are any of these the same? No, these look like this one, GBL, GZ, this one, and this one. Are they the same? It looks like it's the same right here. So more money is going in. So there's 5.4 million that went into this wallet and 8 million that went into this wallet. So 12 hours ago, 5 hours ago. So it's flowing into certain wallets and you're able to see it. That's why XDC, XLM, XRP are all potentially part of that, because they are centralized so that you can visibly track the money, versus Bitcoin, which is decentralized, which is more like dark money potentially, because you're not able to track it as much. You can see here with Bitcoin as well, you can see where it's going as well, wallet to wallet. But here, look, multiple addresses to this wallet, multiple addresses to this wallet. And you can see the biggest whales of the week and the biggest Bitcoin whales for the day. And you can search back in time, which is really cool. So I highly recommend checking out Clank app, because it's great if you like to trade. So let's go back over here to the cryptos. Love XRP, XLM, Stellar as well. Another one that has been mentioned to be used as a ledger. Check out this nice rounded bottom potentially. I'm starting to see that this might go like this. You see? It seems like we're maybe creating a rounded bottom there. Oh, let's get rid of this over here. And on the shorter time frame, doesn't look as similar. We're testing this resistance right here. This bounced up. Oops. Let's move this over here. This has a new support right there, and it's testing it from below, but it looks like this is ready to go. So really, I think personally, I believe that when all of this news comes out, that they're formally adopted, right, they're really going to explode. And that's going to be because they're going to be in use and people will see it. It's all on the websites right now. So if you start doing all of this research, then you can see, hey, these coins have value in the banking system to be used in this new ISO 2022. When you start to see that, it's the potential of having the entry before the major adoption by everyone for the value to super grow, right? And let's check out XDC. XDC, you guys have seen this before. I did mention it. Hey, we have a nice doji sandwich. We have broken out above the close of this day, right? And we're really have nice move potential up here. So when we check this out, oops, I don't want that. From right here, say you got in right now, potentially 30%. Now, is it going to happen all today? I don't necessarily believe so. Last time, the second time we had a run up, it took roughly 6 days. This was a 6-day move and it gained about 70%. So this will say we've already had a move up here. Could have another 35% potential move in this upward channel. ASIF, did you trade it? It's still going. Are you talking about ACY? I'll pop it up again. Yeah, 15.12. I would be extra cautious because it could crash right back down here personally, but I'm not trading any of these right now. That's why I do my live streams at this time, because I don't trade and stream at the same time. I forget about the trades and I watch the chat. All right, let's come back over to the stocks. Jane list right here. Yeah. All right, so on my list today had Micron for another move up on the day. Let's put on the 15-minute chart over here. Had that run up and now it's coming back down to support. Is this going to hold or will this fail? And it's going to pull back down further to 90. Nice, ASIF. Futu as well. Futu had a big short today. Beautiful short back down in the moving averages. Volume came in. Look at this, right back down. This is having a squeeze to the upside right now. If this breaks up above 152, watch for that test to fill back up, potentially another $5, $6 to the upside up here for that close. NEO has been to the downside over time, and look at this. We had a nice gap up. It tested this trend line, which we tested back here. So this was the secondary break. Now it's testing. If big volume comes in, hey, maybe we're heading all the way back down here, back to $39. We do have this crazy wick down here, so I'd watch for a $39 target to the downside. Weeme, small little hologram cloud company. This has closed back down. It came up. I'm biting my tongue as to what I want to say. That this has moved to the upside and it pulled back down. So this is curling back over. Watch to see if this is able to hold 640. If this is not able to hold 640, I would look for it to head back down to 612. If not, back to $6. All right, TIGR. TIGR, another one that has pulled back. So a lot of these had big major surges and then they pulled back down to the downside right here. The majors are moving up. So you saw Apple is moving up. Microsoft definitely helped to lift the SPY up. These are some of the other stocks that had bigger volume. Actually, I didn't have MVS on. I had XLF today instead of MVS. XLF had bigger moves and we already looked at it, but it had a nice move to the upside, breaking up above $34 today. I also wanted to look at gold and silver. So gold and silver today have finally seemed to have bounced off of the bottom. Seems like they finally want to break out, which is not necessarily in accordance with their seasonality, but it did have a big drawdown. When we look at gold futures, right? Let's check out the gold futures over here. Hey, we are bouncing off the bottom of a handle of about a $700 cup on the monthly chart. So if we're able to break out up here, 1744, if I were to get in, I would use 1680, $40 to the downside for a potential, what is that, $90 to the upside. It's 1 to 2.5, right? Not necessarily 1 to 3, but 1 to 2.5 risk on that one. And let's look at silver futures as well. Right here. So silver futures look fairly similar, pulling back down, bouncing. Let's create a new channel over here. Let's get rid of this one. Delete. So let's look at this on the 24-hour chart. create a new little channel here. Do this up to here. Would look for this potentially to run up to 28.80. So potential $4 to the upside while having 80 cents risk to the bottom. Silver looks better than gold personally, in my opinion, for potential to capitalize on it. All right, let's keep going. So we had MVIS, CS, Credit Suisse has a little bit of a bounce today, but was definitely hit by that hedge fund that went under. X had such a major run over the past week and a half that now it is starting to pull back down. Are we going to see support here, roughly that 24.50 area, and then a continuation move? That's possible, but we did have higher than normal volume yesterday and we are below that. So it looks as if it could be a reversal print up. Got another small gainer, FT, big flush later. You guys are enjoying the low floats, I see. So Bank of America is continuing to scream higher. This would definitely affect XLF with the banks as well. And it does look as if we might be hitting 40. Are we going to pull back down from 40 and reverse? We'll see. We do have the earnings coming up the 15th of April, so 2 weeks away. And we might see a lot of new positions being set up now for the new quarter. Keep that in mind. AMC is looking as if it is heading to the downside. I would watch to see if this can hold roughly 938, 940 area if it breaks down further. If it doesn't hold that, I would look for it to test 740 and then down to 650. BABA, we already talked about. CCIV looks as if it has a triple bottom right here. Could break out up above $25 for a move to the upside. I would watch for a test up here at roughly 28.50. Square has peaked, but this is just simply pulling back, right? It was overextended. Looks like it's pulling back. It hit the resistance off of that wedge and is pulling back a little bit. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned if I was in this down here. It's simply pulling back. Could pull back down to 222.50 and still be in an upward trend. FCX today. FCX is a lot of gold and silver. So this makes sense that this is trading similarly to gold and silver. Could be breaking out from that downward trend, ready to move higher. It looks like it has a bit of a downward channel right here. So would watch for this to come and test up here at roughly 35.60. Edit, still somewhat caught. It looks like it's bouncing between the two moving averages right here. So did not fully test up to this exponential moving average. Yeah, no, I haven't gone over it. I will add it over here. If it can break above 46.60, I would think that edit would likely move to the upper side. Yeah, and metals would likely do, thank you, Paul. Metals would likely do really well in a time of inflation, considering all of the money that's being printed by the Fed, right? When we have money going out, that tends to devalue it, increasing inflation. I wonder if our friend from earlier is still here. OTRK. So OTRK had that big drop right here, came up, looks as if it might be setting up for a bit of a wedge, right? If we have a bottom right here, and we have, I want to say like this, looks kind of like a megaphone a little bit. So it might start oscillating between the two. If it's able to continue, I'd watch for test up here at 40.50 for OTRK for resistance. Why is there all this stuff up here? I don't want this. Let me get rid of this. Bye-bye. Eno. Thank you, Salvatore. All right, so Eno on the daily looks like 990 was really resistance. $10 round number going to be hard to break, and it looks as if it's pulling back down to the downside over here. I'm not really a fan of pharmaceutical companies because they can have news come out at any point in time and really change the trajectory. GameStop has been, I gotta get rid of some of these because this, put this over here. This one seems as if it's still acting as resistance. this green line from before, and we have this downward trend here. So I'd really watch for this to break up above 224 for that next big major squeeze to happen on GameStop. But right now, this green line and red line, I think this red line was a dark pool print. Thank you, Asif. That this has acted as resistance in the past. I think there was a large dark pool print, like I said, back over here when they were going through that squeeze due to Reddit. So I'd watch to see if it's able to break above 203.50, then 210, and then 225. Otherwise, it looks like it might be losing steam and dropping back down to the downside with the bad earnings. And we'll see if it's able. I'd see if it could hold 175.66. All right, PLTR. And then I'm going to run. I haven't had my lunch yet today. PLTR. Let's pull this back a little bit. Okay, this. Oh, let's put this here and this here. Oh, goodness. Let's get rid of that one. Let's just clean up this chart. It's got too much going on. This one over here. So it looks as if it's definitely broken out on this one, but we had a test where it broke out over here, right? It broke out here, and then the next day it pulled back down. Here, this is maybe a test. We're right in apex. So keep this on watch. It looks like it's primed to move, but not sure which way just yet. It seems as if that momentum took it up and now it's going down. We still see that the volume is dropping. It's not really, confirmation that we're going one way or the other. And let's check out Fubo. All right, so Fubo, I put the support down here and a resistance area right up here at 24. So I'd watch $20 and $24 for Fubo. All right, guys. So that's going to be, oh, yum. I love green curry. I absolutely love green curry with a little coconut rice. You got it, Bat Scientist. So I'm going to go have wings, hot wings that I made last night. So nice and warm, ready to go and indulge. So I hope you have an amazing day. Love you. Thank you guys for being part of the live stream and contributing as well. Have an amazing day. Watch out for April Fool's jokes. I will not see you tomorrow because the market is closed, but I will see you on Sunday at 1:30. So please join me then and have an amazing weekend. Enjoy time with friends and family. It's never a bad time to say I love you. So make sure you share that with all your friends and family, especially this weekend. A big holiday weekend. I do have something to say about it on 1996. That is the year my mom went in for open heart surgery on Good Friday and woke up on Easter. So she was in a coma for the time in between going through recovery due to an issue with an air bubble in her brain from something earlier and the anesthesia. So a very, very special weekend for me personally in relation to my mom having her life saved that weekend. So enjoy the weekend. Love you all. And I will see you all on Sunday, Easter Sunday. See you then.